So I've just typed in this prompt into Junie, which is the AI-assisted development tool, like agentic AI built into IntelliJ. So I just basically said, this is what it is, please help me find and run any existing unit tests. So it looks like it's making a plan, it's opening files, it's doing a lot of the agentic stuff I would expect for kind of any other agentic AI-assisted IDE. But let's see how this works, because it seems like it's better integrated into the JetBrains IDE already, because it's running like the test and build output stuff. This is my first time ever trying this, so it's interesting. This is all just the free trial as well, by the way. I haven't paid anything, although I did have to add my credit card details into my JetBrains account in order to activate the free trial. But it's a 30-day free trial, so hopefully that's long enough for us to use it. Give it a try, see if we can fix some issues with this code base, and then cancel the trial. Certainly, like, its little snippets explaining seem to mostly make sense to me. I don't know, they seem reasonable. I'll be very impressed if this actually ends up like figuring out everything and implementing some unit tests, but let's see. I think by now in Cursor or VS Code with Copilot or whatever, I'd probably have gotten the maximum 25 tool calls or whatever warning, and I'd have to have clicked continue. So it's interesting that it's just plowing ahead and not complaining. Like, this has been 2.5 minutes of tool calls and LLM calls and stuff. It certainly seems to have found the main like logic code files. Alright, it's gone straight into creating tests. Where has it created this? Let's see, what's this doing? Some stuff, some unit test stuff. Looks pretty reasonable. I'll check it out properly in a bit. Where is it creating these? I guess in here, inside this test folder. Nice. So we already had group adapter test, I guess. Yes, this was written by Donovan. Okay, cool. Mockito annotations, open mocks. So is this all new stuff that it's just added? I guess so. Interesting. It's interesting that it started creating new tests without necessarily even worrying about whether or not it was able to run the previous ones. Why did this fail? Matching tests found and candidate test. Interesting. Okay. This is kind of wild, actually. Like, this has been running for more than 5 minutes now. And it's just continuing to plow ahead and create more tests. And, I mean, it could all be complete trash. I'm going to have to look it all through thoroughly in a bit. But it's interesting that it's just happily plowing ahead with creating a ton of these. Yeah, I guess nobody really needs to watch this 10-minute video. because it's mostly just me sitting and watching an LLM do work. I'll raise a PR with this once I've reviewed it, if all of these tests actually run and pass, because that'll be kind of crazy. Yeah, all right. I will update. Actually, I'll pause this recording and I'll just resume it once it finishes, so we can like review the output together. Okay, so it marked itself as done. It's created like 6 new test files and some documentation in theory, which is interesting. Okay, let's have a look. How do we run the tests? This continuing test of this key-click skim plugin. Skim clap key-click, line change, sure. Group adapter. Okay, interesting. Huh, you just click that to play it, okay. Well, that obviously doesn't work. Oh, that's because it's doing slash rather than dot slash. Okay. Let's copy this. Let's actually run these tests myself. Let's see if it's that easy. No. Okay, I'm just gonna spam in the chat and say, wait, how do I get back to the previous chat? There, gotcha. Cool, so far I'm just pasting the entire error output to the LLM. Let's see how it handles that. He's going straight into editing stuff. Is that because there's actually like some real errors in? Oh yeah, there actually are some real errors in this output. I mean, it's not just running stuff, it's like can't find symbol, okay. Interesting. What even is patch builder? Patch builder skim test. Oh, okay. No matching tests being found. Run test dot. Okay. Learning how to run Gradle test. Successful build. Interesting. Let me validate that that's actually true. Is that true? Huh. 4 actionable tasks. Test up to date. Okay. I'm very skeptical about what this is actually doing. How do I get it to actually like tell me? Thanks. How I'm just a bit disappointed by basically what I want to see is if I can get it to actually like show me all of the tests it's running, because there's a bunch of tests in here and I would like to see the count of, well, I guess I'd like to see the total count of tests that are running. Test coverage analysis, I didn't even read this. Wild. Okay, let me look at what this file's saying. Currently it has these files. There's improved test coverage, okay. There's improved test coverage. Current tests cover basic functionality, but more complex methods need testing. No tests for this class. Interesting. But like, how do I actually... Sounds like this file is basically just like describing what it thinks the coverage is rather than actually validating that. What do we change in here? Oh, interesting. Show individual testing ones. Output indicated issues with logging compatibility with future Gradle versions. Oh wow, this is where it's running stuff. I see. I don't think this is a good thing. Test reporting.md. What is this? Interesting. So wait, hang on. Did that actually? Oh, it didn't. So it is outputting more stuff now. Okay. But it's complaining about some problem. 19 failed. Interesting, okay. Huh. Well. Wild. I guess this is about the same as any other fix the failing tests. I wonder how much this thing costs. It's actually quite impressive. Pricing. JetBrains AI. $10 a month. Wow. Or $20 a month, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's very reasonable. So what is it doing? Examining the failing tests. Sure. This is actually really impressive. If this ends up working and I don't have to figure any of this out and I just blindly ask its LLM to generate unit tests and it actually does mocking correctly, like, I'll be shocked. I actually kind of already am shocked because there's a lot of complexity in this code base. At least there's some complexity if you're not used to Java-y ways of doing things, I guess. So let's see, what are these tests actually doing? Skim client test. I wonder how many tests. So how many test failures do we have before? Did we get the output telling us that? 35 success, 19 failed. Is it getting better? Let's see. Yeah, 35 completed, 2 failed. Wow. What were we at before? Sorry, 35 completed, 19 failed. Oh, so a bunch of these have just been removed. Well, I don't know, honestly, like, it would still be helpful to have a start on some of these. What else we got? Some deprecated stuff. Okay. Still failing due to those things. What actually are the failures now? Test 2 skim cannot read array length because local 6 is null. Interesting. Test 2 patch builder. Let's see where we're at now. We're at 1 failure now. Huh. So it is making pretty good progress, actually. Test 2 patch builder. The last change. Oh, I forgot how much I loved this diff format. Damn. Although I must admit, everything's kind of bigger. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Struggling with with screen space. That's the real estate these days. Failed due to issues in the group adapted tests. Still, well, at least the LLM is the one battling this, not me. I'm just kind of watching. I'm actually really impressed though. This Junie LLM is just sort of powering through it without even, like, there's not been any point where it's nagged me for like so many requests. Are you sure you want to continue or any of that bullshit? It's just happily moving on. Man, I missed you, JetBrains. I should maybe start using it again. I don't know, we'll see. again. Still failing. What's it failing with now? Test patch building. It's really struggling with that one. Like with other LLMs, one of the things I've probably considered doing at this point. Oh, I forgot the double tap shift. It's so nice. Like, I'm wondering if it was worth killing this test. Oh no, this is done with this test. Oh, interesting. Huh. Ooh. The build was successful. Does that mean it's fixed all the tests? Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Mode all. Nice. Done. Okay, that's impressive. I'm gonna get it to figure out, actually. Added a bunch of tests. Wild. Let me see if we can fix this. Please fix. Actually, what was it in the build Gradle? Wait, is it not any of these files? Did it not need to change anything? Huh. Test fixes. What did it end up leaving here? Nothing. It's an empty file. Interesting. Test reporting. Okay, well, the things Gradle is warning about. Did I even copy the right thing here? Oh, I don't know. I don't think I did. Hang on, I need to stop this. Let me cancel this. Let me try this again. My bad. That is absolutely my fault. Wait, do I even need to do this? Maybe I'm cracking up. It's very good at this. It's like it knows what to do. I mean, I guess that's obvious because it was in the output from Gradle W test, but still, like, I'm impressed. Explicitly specify the genuine Jupyter test framework. Interesting. We're doing all sorts of things here. Testing. Gotcha. So a lot of this was just changing the structure of Build Gradle so that the tests part of it is like configured with a different config format. Okay. Interesting. All right, we'll see. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. All right. Yep. Walter's pausing. Wow. All right. So what actually was changed there? Test fixes. I don't think we need this. Let's just delete that. And this. Yeah, you know what? This isn't actually a bad thing. So, well, some of this is out of date now. I wonder how this works. Well, yep, I figured that out. The plan makes sense. Left4j. I don't even know what that is. What have we diffed here? Let's see if I'm happy with this. Right, well, first of all, is that true? Yep, and they all pass in the IDE as well, which is nice. No longer have any errors. Cool. This is now up to date with the new testing structure and stuff. Nice. Yeah, I am pretty happy with that actually. Cool. Well, I am going to stop recording and share this video and this PR. Cheers.